This is General Tso's chickpeas, and it's changed the way I feel about Chinese takeout food. This chickpea hack has made quick lunches a game changer, as you get the taste of some of the best Chinese takeout dishes, but super quick, super easy, 100% plant-based, loaded with protein, a little bit more healthy, and just flat out awesome. Now, I actually came across a version of this recipe over on Delish, but I wanted to make it my own. So first, you just need 1 can of chickpeas. I'm gonna drain the chickpeas, saving the aquafaba, which is the liquid from the can of chickpeas. I'll use that for something else. We don't need that today for this recipe. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, the water in a can of chickpeas is loaded with proteins that can be treated similar to egg whites. You can whip them to form meringues, use them in baking, sauces, dressings, or even to make like eggless mayos. It's pretty incredible. Now back to the general. I'm going to toss the chickpeas into a bowl, add around a teaspoon of soy sauce and a sprinkle of your favorite barbecue sauce or steak sauce. I'm going to be using Not Steak Sauce, which is my sauce. It's back in stock over at notsteaksauce.com. At this point, I'm going to add around a teaspoon of minced garlic. I'm using the jarred stuff now a lot. Honestly, it's good and does the job. And we're going to add a little black pepper and a tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm going to give this a mix. It should be pretty wet. I'm just going to set that aside while we get everything ready to make our sauce, which is only going to take about 10 minutes, and that's plenty of time for today's sponsor.
I have tried electric toothbrushes so many times in my life, but they always fall flat. I end up going back to my basic, old school, cheap, generic toothbrush. I've tried all of the trendy ones, all of the super pricey ones. They either don't do much at all, or they have a bunch of problems like gaps and things with the buttons that like break or like dirt gets inside. They end up gross most of the time. And that's why I gotta tell you about the Laifen Wave. This thing is wild. It has a 60-degree oscillation combined with vibration, and it's strong. Like, you really feel it, which ends up giving you a 3 times cleaning efficiency over other electric toothbrushes. I mean, your teeth feel clean in the end. It has a 2-minute timer that alerts you every 30 seconds, so that way you can switch zones, along with its modern single-piece design that makes it dirt and waterproof. No more gaps or places for dirt to get stuck. This thing is awesome. It cleans up like a breeze. And it has a magnetic fast charger. Like, it finally feels like we have an electric toothbrush using the most modern technology, all the way down to airplane mode, so it doesn't activate when it's in your bag. I mean, how smart is that? Along with that, it has an intuitive app so you can customize the settings, making your toothbrush experience uniquely yours. And some of the most affordable brush heads I've seen on an electric toothbrush. It comes with a gum care, super clean, and ultra whitening. So gang, check out the electric toothbrush that changes everything, the Laifen Wave. Click the link in the description below to elevate your brushing experience. Laifen, thanks for sponsoring today's video and for creating the most incredible toothbrush I've ever used.
Okay, we're back. Let's make the sauce. First, we need a small saucepan with around a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. I'm using low sodium, but that's up to you. Then around a tablespoon of rice vinegar, a tablespoon of Not Steak Sauce, because why not? I'm putting it in everything, and a 1/2 cup of veggie broth, along with a 1/2 cup brown sugar, 1 teaspoon minced garlic, and around a teaspoon of fresh ginger grated. Now, I've been doing this little trick where I freeze my ginger. I just wash it, keep the skin on, toss it in the freezer, and then anytime I need it, I can just grate it really easily into whatever I need. It works perfect, and then I always have ginger around. Now we're going to toss in some red pepper flakes, kick up the heat, and whisk together and let that come to a simmer. Now while that's cooking, I'm going to grab a non-stick skillet, add a little bit of oil. I'm using a touch of sesame oil and a bit of avocado oil. We're going to flick the heat on, add our chickpeas, and let them fry. I just want them to get nice and toasty. While these are cooking, I'm going to prep a head of broccoli, because that's standard, and 1 red chili pepper to kick up the heat a bit, which I gave this a little taste, and I'm glad I did, because this was way hotter than I expected, so I'm only using a little bit here. Now the chickpeas are almost done. I'm going to toss in the chili pepper, toss it around for a moment to kind of cook and add those flavors into everything. Then we're just going to throw that into a bowl, and we're going to steam our broccoli in the same pan. Add a little bit of salt, a little water, and then cover up with a lid for a few minutes to steam until it's soft but crunchy. Then just prep a tablespoon of water with cornstarch for a slurry, toss that into the sauce, and whisk to thicken. I'm only going to add a little bit at a time, so that way I can control the thickness and get exactly what I want. And we're done. This took maybe 10 minutes at most here. I'm just going to pour the sauce over the chickpeas, toss around, grab a bowl with some rice that's already conveniently prepped. I'm going to add in the chickpeas. This is probably around 2 servings here. Add the broccoli, cover with a bit more sauce. By the way, you're going to have some left over to use for just really anything else. Then I'm adding in some sesame seeds, maybe a little green onion, and boom. This looks incredible, but let's see what Monica has to say. There is some little shreds of red pepper in there that about took my face off when I gave it a try, and I am just like shocked that it was just like a regular chili pepper.
I can tell because my throat, I felt like I had to cough since I got out here from the spice.
So I know you don't know what this is, but I just want you to take a bite and guess based on the flavor.
Okay.
You can get a little bit of rice if you want. Oh,
Oops,
getting in my shirt there. This probably would have been easier to eat with a fork. It's my fault.
Getting it. There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here we go.
This is nice.
Right? Nice. Nice.
This is really good.
That's the first like nice reaction we've ever gotten on the channel. SauceStache historians, if there is any.
This is nice.
Is this the first nice?
It's really good.
That's hysterical.
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
No, that's really good.
What do you think this is?
Well, I think it's like a General Tso's.
Oh, boom, boom.
Is that what it is?
One can of chickpeas will change the way you think about General Tso's, and you putting chopsticks up my shirt.
Yeah.
And then come over here. Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, it has a General Tso's, like General Tso's tofu, but with chickpeas. It's crispy, like kind of, the chickpeas are like, they kind of have a crispy outer. The sauce coats it really nicely.
Yeah.
It almost tastes like General fried tofu, like kind of light batter.
Like a fried chicken type of thing.
Yeah,
but it's just chickpeas. It's as simple.
Yeah, but it's just chickpeas, but it doesn't, I can tell it's not like fried, but the sauce coats it as if like it is, and it's really good.
Yeah, tons of flavor.
There's a lot of, the spice got me right away, but it wasn't like spice that like killed me.
No, it's sweet.
Like, yeah, I'm able to keep eating it, no problem. But I am avoiding the red.
I just had one.
Chilies.
I think it was pretty good. But yeah, it's sweet and spicy.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Grab some broccoli.
Okay. Yeah, this is delicious.
I put it together because this is kind of like an early dinner for us, so this isn't going to be our dinner, but we could realistically just eat this, and this would be a great dinner just how it is. Now, I do think I made General Tso's just because it's such an easy thing to make and you can whip it up. A lot of people have all of the things they need in their pantry. But the same thing, like I just made that orange chicken. You can do orange chickpeas.
Or probably like sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour chickpeas would come out just as well.
I said nice because it like also just has like this really smooth like
it's really warm
texture and feel, and it's like cozy.
Yeah, it's cozy. So, that's a perfect, it's very, very cozy. It doesn't remind you, I don't know about you, but to me, it doesn't like remind me of like chickpeas. It just kind of stands on its own.
It does.
Yeah. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, here it is. One can of chickpeas will change the way you think about Chinese food.
I want this all of the time.
Yeah, me too.
Super
good.